Look at this one.
Good morning, sir. I want to talk to you something
Say, what do you have to say, bro?
in private, please.
In private, who are you talking to? I'm his wife. Go on.
It doesn't concern you.
Please move.
Me?
Move, please.
You're talking to me, baby. I'm just like that.
Move.
I have seen a mistake in the document during your meeting.
Who are you?
I'm an employer.
Exactly. I'm the boss. You're a simple employer. I never do mistake. Get out in my office.
But sir, you have
Get out in my office.
sir, please,
Hey.
Please.
Don't talk. Outside.
please, sir.
Get out in my office, boy.
But sir, I'm the best employer in the company.
I don't give a fuck. Get out in my office. Get out.
So I don't care. Get out. See you in the car.
Never forget.
As you understood it, Mr. Musk was fired by Mr. Obama unjustly, and now he complained to the court. And here is the court. We're in the courtroom. Judge Biden sits at the bench reviewing a document. Prosecutor Trump is at a table, and defense attorney Smith and Gates are at theirs. Mr. Musk and Mr. Obama are seated in the witness box.
This is a good now.
We have a case that explores the age-old question. Is it better to be feared or loved as a leader? But let me remind everyone, this is not a philosophy seminar. Stick to the facts or start charging by the hour. And believe me, I charge more than the five-star lawyer in the Monday morning. Prosecutor Trump.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today we are here because Mr. Musk was wrongfully fired by Mr. Obama, a boss who ruled by fear. So before to start, let's let the lawyer present their client. Mrs. Smith,
Your
please
Honor,
start.
members of the jury, we are here to examine a straightforward but crucial case. My client, a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, is accused of wrongful termination. Why? Because he chose discipline over disorder. Because he understood that in the world of business, leaders cannot afford to be loved. They must be respected, feared if necessary. That is exactly why he fired the plaintiff, Mr. Musk. And soon, I will demonstrate why this termination was not only legal, but essential. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen, today we are here because my client, Mr. Musk, was unjustly dismissed by Mr. Obama, ruled by fear. My client thinks that it's better to work in an environment of love, teamwork, and her boss, Mr. Obama, don't accept to do a communication with him. Thank you. Your Honor. Your Honor, let's be clear. Fear is not leadership. Fear is what you feel when you realize you left your homework at home, and when your mom say we need to talk. So, leadership is about inspiration, respect, and that I say love. Believe in that. Even I don't believe in that. With Mrs. Smith here, we'll argue that love is effective. But let me ask you a question: would you rather work for a tyrant or a
It's
mentor?
oversimplified.
Objection, Your Honor.
Leadership isn't about being scary or nice. It's about getting results, Your Honor.
Objection rejected, Mrs. Smith. And in case you ask again, yes, I'm enjoying this power if it's nice. Prosecutor Trump, let's keep the theatrics to a minimum. This is not Broadway. unless you're planning to burst into song, in which case I'll allow it. But only it's good, right?
Okay. Sorry for the perturbation. Your Honor, before I start, Mrs. Smith, please be humble and sit down, please. Thank you. So, Mr. Musk, would you tell me what was like working for Mr. Obama?
Yeah. Um, my boss, Mr. Obama, he is very arrogant. He made all the decisions alone, and if you disagree, you got in trouble. I was fired for suggesting a new way. I was fired for suggesting a new way to do things. Fear stops people from sharing ideas, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'll be obvious to listen to nonsense. All of us know that love doesn't pay the bills. Be serious, guys. And even him don't believe what he is saying.
Objection, Your Honor. According to the 2024 article, line 6 of the Fair Trial Conduct Code, prosecutor must present their case with professionalism and the most respectful way, all the opposite that prosecutor Trump is doing. Please, Your Honor.
Yeah, Jack in the final expected.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Your Honor, what happens when a king listens too much to the love of his people? He is overthrown. What happens when teacher lets students do whatever they want? Chaos. What happens when a CEO allows disobedience? The company collapses. My client, Mr. Obama, like any great leader, understands a fundamental truth. Fear keeps people in line. And ever heard of a strict teacher that nobody liked? Didn't they get results? Well, my message was certified how I can get this. Exactly. Look at strong leaders like Napoleon, Putin, and the most famous one, Hitler, all led through discipline. Fear commands respect. It makes people efficient.
It also makes people rebel. Fear stifles creativity and communication, as people may be afraid to take risks or share ideas. When people feel valued and respected, they are more likely to be loyal, motivated, and willing to go the extra mile. A supportive environment encourages open communication, creativity, and teamwork. Leaders who are loved often build strong, enduring relationships and foster a positive organizational culture. Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Lincoln. So, Mrs. Smith, you say that love makes people efficient. So let me tell you what else makes people efficient. Coffee. All of us know that if you drink 1 cup of coffee, you can be efficient a whole day. I'm right. I know that. So, what do you want to say about that?
So I'm not gonna let you answer it. Really, fear makes people efficient. So does a work printer. So does a working printer. But you don't see me putting mine on a tray when it jams, right? Please, ladies. Mrs. Lincoln, if you like to ask some questions to Mr. Obama and Mrs. Smith also, you can go ahead.
Thank you for meeting with me, Mr. Obama. I understand your employer has praised your no-nonsense, but I've heard concerns about your team's moral.
My results speak for themselves. Deadlines are met, profits are up. If my team fear consequences, they perform. That's what my employer.
At what? At what cost? Training lost institutional knowledge. You think that do you want a team that stays because they want to or because they are trained?
They pay well.
Money returned hands, not hurts.
They pay well.
Money
We are
returned
here
hands,
to
not
work, not
hurts.
hurt.
Respect isn't about hurts. It's about trust. For example, a teach CEO I advise shifted from berating mistakes to rewarding transparency. Errors dropped 40% because employers want to fix issues, might not cover them up.
My employer would call that soft.
It is soft to retain top talents.
My team like my efficiency.
Oh,
They would
I'm sorry, but I can't continue to discuss with you because you are wrong.
So thank you, Mrs. Lincoln.
Mrs. Smith, you may go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Musk, defense will call Mr. Musk to the stand. And please, with your chair. With your chair. With your chair. Your chair. Thank you.
Sit down.
Sit down. So, Mr. Musk, let's not waste anyone's time. You claim you were wrongfully fired, but tell me, sir, do you believe that a company should be run by feelings or by discipline?
Yeah, I think that a company would be run by feelings because I think that all the employees should have a voice.
A voice? Of course, everyone wants a voice. But tell me, sir, if every employee defied their boss the way you do, will this company still exist today?
I was just standing up for what I believed was right.
What you believed was right? Seriously? Were you the CEO? Were you the one responsible for making decisions that affect hundreds of employees, millions of dollars, and the company's future?
No.
Exactly. You weren't. You were hired to follow the leadership of someone who has built this company from the ground up. So tell me, sir, if you were in my client's position, would you allow an employee to openly defy you?
I mean, I would listen.
No, I guess not. Would you let them undermine your authority? Would you let them question your decision, creating disability and disorder? Answer the question, yes or no?
No, I guess not.
Then tell me, sir, why should my client? Your Honor, I think that we've heard enough. And my client, Mr. Obama, made a reasonable and justified decision by firing Mr. Musk. And for this reason, I ask you to dismiss the claim against my client. Thank you, sir.
That was exceptional. So, Mr. Musk, have you anything to say about that? Mrs. Smith show us that you are here just for the money, and how do you want to say? No. Shut it up. Okay. So I will let the product unit from. Me. So it took less time than I've expected. So I'm gonna give the verdict. Fear makes people hate you. Love makes them take advantage of you. The real answer is balance. A leader must be respected. That means a little bit of fear and a little bit of love. If your employees are terrified of you, they betray you the first time they get. If they love you too much, they take 3 hours lunch breaks. Let's be serious. So, that actually makes sense, Your Honor. Continue, please.
Wow. Mr. Musk, your firing was unfair, so you will be compensated. Mr. Obama, you need to take a leadership seminar. Court dismissed. So I'm gonna announce the court's moral. The court's moral. Fear versus leadership. Finding the balance. Leadership in the workplace is not just about authority. It is about influence, trust, and responsibility. As researcher and leadership expert, Brené Brown defines it in her Dare to Lead podcast. Leadership is about recognizing potential in people and processes and having the courage to develop that potential. A true leader does not simply dictate tasks, but inspires, guides, and empowers others to grow and contribute meaningfully. In the context of the workplace, fear and love function are treated differently than their traditional meanings. Fear, in everyday life, is often linked to danger or survival instincts. In a professional setting, However, it manifests as strict discipline, high expectations, or pressure to perform. It can be a tool for maintaining order and ensuring accountability, but excessive fear leads to anxiety, disengagement, and a toxic work culture where employees operate out of compliance rather than motivation. Similarly, love in leadership does not refer to personal affection, but rather to respect, trust, and a genuine investment in employees' growth. Leaders who lead with love create environments where people feel valued, supported, and empowered to take initiative. However, excessive love, where leaders avoid tough conversations, hesitate to hold employees accountable, or prioritize harmony over performance, can lead to complacency, lack of discipline, and reduced efficiency. A workplace that is too lenient may foster a culture where deadlines are ignored, underperformance is tolerated, and productivity declines. Fear and love serve different but complementary roles in leadership. Winston Churchill relied on discipline and urgency to maintain national morale during the World War II, whereas Nelson Mandela's compassionate leadership helped unify a deeply divided nation after apartheid. In the business world, Steve Jobs' demanding leadership drove Apple's groundbreaking innovations, while Tim Cook's more empathetic and collaborative approach nurtured long-term stability and teamwork. Fear can be useful for enforcing discipline and achieving short-term results, but when overused, it stifles creativity and morale. Conversely, love fosters trust and loyalty, but in excess, it can lead to a lack of accountability and lower standards. The best leaders find a balance, challenging their teams with high expectations while providing the support and trust needed for growth. The true leadership lies in mastering in this balance, knowing when to push and when to nurture for long-term success. A leader is best when people barely know they exist. When their work is done, they aim fulfilled. The people will say, "We did it ourselves." Loud. Thank you.
A leader should be loved or feared, or loved and feared at the same time. Of being feared in leadership,
Guts, the excessive anxiety, disengagement, and a toxic work culture where employees operate but out of compliance rather than motivation. Manam, they are the workers are just working because they're under pressure and they ain't got no motivation. They're anxious. They sometimes they fall sick. Yeah, they fall ill. I'm sorry. So it can bring anxiety, toxic work culture, and absence of then disengagement. Thank you.
Yeah. When you talk about love, like, what kind of love do you want to say? I don't really understand. What are the main characteristics of that we consider that it's love? The main characteristic.
The main characters.
Here, during the work, the presentation, we were talking about the love of not the love of
With respect.
the love with respect, but Mr. Musk was talking about a love like an affection. But here we say that love in leadership does not refer to personal affection, but rather to respect, trust, and genuine investment in employees' growth.
But you can be afraid and respect, and you can afraid your yeah. So what do you want to say? Is that when your your employers. No, I don't talk about that love. So she wanna say that when your employers are afraid of you, it means that they don't respect you.
No, it's not that.
But she said that being loved is like to be respected by
The
by
wrong people.
no
Girl.
is that your boss respect you. Is that she?
What? Masa,
She said that.
What is your question?
I said that when you talk about love, what kind of love are you saying?
Potentially
We
the
are
absence of
talking-
fear, actually, because you cannot disrespect to someone you really love in the workplace environment. But well, you gotta notice that in the love we are talking about right away is not about the love in the real life. It only concerns the workplace environment.
No. Of course it's
And
love.
I can add something to my speech if you want. That love that the employers may feel toward their boss is not really love.
Yeah.
This is just an absence of fear or an admiration bad placed. Right? Did I answer your question?
No. To have fun. When you to express. Yeah, so that's what the word.
It is about ule.
Yeah, that's
Wait. There is no two debates.
mais ñu respecté la nga
English.
I said it. I said it. The love that the employers may feel toward the boss is not really love. I defined it here. We are not talking about love in the real life. We're talking about love in the context of work environment. That love sometimes or many times come with disrespect and all this stuff and laxity, right? Did you understand my point?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I add something? Like, can I remind you what is really love? Love is an emotion, fleeting and unpredictable. You know that. And one day you are loved, the next you are forgotten or even hated. But fear, on the other hand, is rational. It is based on the understanding of consequences. When you know the consequences, you won't do something that you know what I mean. Wow, that will bring it. You know. That's okay now. Can you explain me how love can improve work? Like it's like you didn't hear what Bajan was saying. You didn't hear it.
I don't understand.
The long speech that she said.
That's so long.
Give her the paper.
No.
We don't have time.
A short one. Yeah.
Just read this. Read it.
No, this.
So yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's
The best is no. So fear, no.
so
Love. I said love builds loyalty and long-term commitment. Like when we are in in crisis situations, love is the only thing that will really maintain the attention of the employees in the work and the crease that needs to be fixed. Right? When you love your work or your boss, when you love your boss, you will not abandon them the first time you got, right? Love serves the work in long term. It serves the long term work, right? Did you understand my point? Seems like you don't.
I don't understand what you mean. If you love your boss really must love you. It's not about.
Love serves long-term commitment in the workplace. Like it serves long-term work when you really love where you work at, or you love the leaders who is leading that place. You will not abandon them in time of crisis. You are loyal to them. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I answer to your question, or it is not really clear?
That's right.
Wrong, please. I'm deducing from what you are saying that it's better to be respected and trusted than feared as a leader, because as you mentioned it earlier, being feared as a leader has great consequences.
What did you say? What is your question?
Repeat your question,
Okay.
please.
I said, tell me if I'm wrong.
Yes. The microphone.
I'm deducing from what you are saying that it's better to be respected and trusted than feared as a leader. Because as you mentioned it earlier, being feared as a leader has great consequences.
we didn't say that. We were just actually mentioning the advantages of love in workplace. We also cited the disadvantages of love, the advantages of fear, and the disadvantages of fear. So we are not saying love is better or fear is better. We say that the best leaders know how to maintain the balance. So
And
sometimes they need to be feared, sometimes they need to be loved, and if they can combine these two emotions at the same time, it will be better.
You don't understand what I was saying. I didn't say that it's better to be loved or to be feared. I said that if it's better to be respected and trusted than loved or feared as a leader.
This exposé is not about respect or trust. We all talk
I know that it's not about respect and trust, but these are uh, the only emotions I can relate to what you are saying. Because it's not
sorry, this is not the subject about exposé. I'm sorry. This is not the issue in our speech.
yeah.
The thing is, imagine that, for example, Mr. said is our director here. But everybody in the school fear him. What will be our, let me see the kind of our, what will be our relationship, okay, with Mr. Sen, or how will it be if, for example, everybody fear him? Guys are not motivated. They are not working. They're not doing what they have to do. They can change the school and go somewhere else where they feel better. You see what I mean? Now, if he loves everybody, everybody also is going to do whatever they want. It's that. Because maybe it is kind of Mr. Sen, if he loves everybody, I am going to do whatever I want at school. And even in my class, I am not going to do my job properly. And so and so. That's what she is talking about, I think. And it is part of the debate, right?
What is the real question? I didn't understand.
Mr. Sam, I understand that you would rather say that if the director take care about the love you give to him, and you and don't do the his job properly, you will do whatever you want. But that's exactly where the fear is necessary.
No,
But
the students are feared keenly to have to be afraid of the teacher. But when they give them exercises to do homework to do at home,
yes,
they will do it at the final, right?
they will do it like.
At the final, they will do it, right?
No, I said that it will be like a choice.
Yeah, a
like
choice.
you know.
But
Yes,
at the finals, they will do it.
they will do it.
No,
Yes.
it is just about getting results. Not
Just about getting results. If they do it, they will not do it. They will not do it because they want to. So, will they really get results? They have to get. Is the result the exercise are done, or the student is understanding what he's doing?
no. The result,
The final result that we want, that the teacher is researching by giving exercises. It is the exercises to be done or the exercises to be understood.
understood.
So will they really understand it under pressure?
They have to.
The teacher.
No, wait.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Look at no.
The
For
teacher
example,
cannot.
no. For example,
The teacher cannot force students to understand.
I know. For example, as for the French teacher.
Your life is not our lives.
Wait, for the French teacher, if he give us how to say exercises to do at home, of course we will do it because
Will we understand?
Of course we will.
No, they can't force us to understand what we are doing.
No, I
They
didn't
can
say.
force
I
us-
didn't say it. No,
They
I
can
didn't
force
say.
us to do exercises, but understanding. Boy, comprehend. I'm
No, wait, no, I'm not talking about not understanding. No, they will understand because if they don't, so I mean, they are honored by professor. They don't do because they are